Mr. Boot and Marsh King, 14 to 1 bar. The commentator is John Hanmer.
Rapier Thruster next. Then Agathist, Mr. Boot, Marsh King, My Dominion, Carnival Air going right up to them, taking a fair hold. And the faller, Eme Forever. But both horse and rider very quickly up. And still tightly grouped as they come past us with a circuit to go. Granny Prey On from Bluff Cove, Fingers, Rapier Thrust. Then My Dominion, Mr. Boot, Brown Windsor. Then the Marsh King, Carnival Air, Agathist, Well, Genko, Asaglawi, Christensen, Stern, and Peter Martin. Six to jump, three down the far side, three in the straight, and they're really quickening up now as Granny Prey On and Bluff Cove continue to dispute the lead. Fingers third, Rapier Thrust fourth, then My Dominion, Mr. Boot, Brown Windsor. And the first flight on the far side, and Bluff Cove in the centre of the course. Granny Prey On the rails, then Fingers, Rapier Thrust, Mr. Boot, Marsh King, and Brown Windsor all close up, then Carnival Air. Granny Prey On the rails. Still just about in the lead from Fingers, Rapier Thrust, Marsh King on the outside, Bluff Cove's lost a place or two. Carnival Air is tucked in behind them. They've jumped the last on the far side with Stern in the Lannerai colours, right out at the back of the field and not far ahead of him, My Dominion and Peter Martin under strong pressure, but now Rapier Thrust has come through to take the lead. Long run to the third last. Rapier Thrust and Fingers go past the early leader, Granny Prey On. Carnival Air is fourth. Marsh King moving up on the outside is fifth. But Rapier Thrust and Mark Dwyer have the lead from Fingers to Granny Prey On, Carnival Air. Agathist still going well enough. Brown Windsor being pushed along. And into the straight, Rapier Thrust from Fingers, Granny Prey On, Marsh King, then Carnival Air and Well Genko coming with a run on the outside. This is the third last now, and Rapier Thrust takes it just over 2 lengths in the lead with just 2 to jump, and it's Rapier Thrust with Carnival Air going second, then Fingers, Marsh King, Agathist and Well Genko, but Rapier Thrust clear over the second last. Under 2 furlongs to race, and Rapier Thrust, with the others making no impression at the moment. Carnival Air is second, then Agathist, Marsh King and Brown Windsor over the last. Rapier Thrust 3 or 4 lengths clear of Carnival Air, Agathist, Marsh King and Brown Windsor, and going to the last half furlong, and Rapier Thrust with Carnival Air trying to put in a challenge, but Rapier Thrust going to hold him. Rapier Thrust will win the Oddbins hurdle race. Second is Carnival Air, third Agathist, fourth Brown Windsor, then Well Genko, Fingers, Marsh King.
So Rapier Thrust, a winner for Jimmy Fitzgerald at 8 to 1. Second, Carnival Air, 7 to 1. Third, Agathist at 9 to 1. And fourth, Brown Windsor.